Yo, what's up? So, on the server is pretty dry right now. There's nothing to do. RTA takes like 20 minutes to queue up to find a match. So instead I'm gonna make a Shadowfire tier list. I'll make a tier list for the other two as well. The reason why I'm making this tier list is because you definitely, if you're someone that focuses on RTA, you definitely want to farm tier. Everett, he's top tier in RTA right now. Extremely powerful. If you gotten his one copy, you definitely want to max reso him. I only farm him if you're end game though. If you're early game, I don't think it's worth the farm. So let's get straight into the tier list. Some of these Espers I'm not gonna rank them because it doesn't make sense to bring them in Shadowfire. Like for example, Arcana or Boiliuli, it just doesn't make sense to rank them in Shadowfire because they're never gonna bring them there. Alright, let's start. Doesn't make sense. Nope. Okay, this one is S+. She is extremely powerful. AP push, damage reduction, a heal, and yeah, that's about it. She's extremely powerful. Now the thing with healers is we don't really have that much healers useful in Shadowfire, but she is definitely, she's not a pure healer, but she does the healing job better than most healers, so I'm gonna put her A, because you might be missing Asenath, Clara or something like that, and she works pretty well as a healer and a damage mitigator. Biondina, I can see people trying her out, but I don't think she's that good. Her single target damage is not that good, and her AoE doesn't do any damage, so I'm gonna put her at B. She is C. Her damage, AoE damage is not that much. Her single target I think goes up to 100 something, 180%. So yeah, nah. Nah, it doesn't make sense to bring him. A healer, I'm not gonna put. You know what? Nah, I'm not even gonna put her. You already have a Berenice here as your. If you don't have any other healer, Berenice is just gonna be enough. Chloe is S tier. Yeah, I'm gonna put her S tier for now. Maybe I'll change it later. Very strong single target nuker for Shadowfire. If because all of her hits are gonna go to the boss. There's only one target, and if you lack like AoE Espers, you can sort of clean up the fiery eyes, but she's not really that reliable for doing that. She's more of a single target nuker, and she's the best at it for Shadowfire, that is. Last time people used Dona, but as a frontliner, but now he's not really that good. Yeah, I think he's at C. If you really don't have any other AoE Espers, he's pretty good at a front row, but he lacks like damage. Gabrielle, actually, some people actually try to run a defense breaker to kill the fiery eyes, and she also helps with survivability a bit. So yeah, I think she's B. She has a defense break, but yeah, the problem is she does like very little damage, and her AI is kind of dumb. The AI will start with the S3 instead of S2 on the summoning phase. So yeah, I'm gonna put it at C because the AI is extremely stupid. Oof. Jungman S+, irreplaceable for now. She is the best at clearing all of the fiery ice. Yeah, for now there's no replacement for Jungman because of the Nether Bloom. She's just too good at making sure you clear all of the fiery ice. Just making sure I don't miss anyone. Lewis, okay. He's only a single target and he's kinda shit. He can't kill enemies to reduce his cooldown, and he procs out of all the buffs, so I'm gonna put him here for now. He's not really that good though. Li Ling, boom, S tier. Really strong AoE, really strong leader skill buff, 30% attack lead, and a really strong self-sustaining skill 2. He does like 60 to 70k on the S2 while also healing himself, which is extremely powerful. And he also has a pretty high hit count on his AoE to pair up with Jungman, which is awesome. Lin Xiao, some people do use her, but the thing is with Lin Xiao, the AI will not use the S3 until the summoning phase, and only in the summoning phase. So in the multiplier phase, she will not use the S3, and thus she will not get the 100% crit. So you actually need to build her a little bit different, but she's still pretty good if you're trying to run a defense breaker. She's better than a Gabby, so I'm gonna put her at A. Louis, I actually have seen some people use him and get EX++, but he's a type disadvantage, but his single target damage is extremely powerful though. He can do like 100,000 and it's only on a 3-turn cooldown, so I'll put him 8 here. He can also act as a cleanup for the summoning ice if you need a little bit of damage for the last 1 or 2 summoning ice. Lucas, I mean, some people might not have any other damage dealers. I'll put him at B though. He has double AoEs, but his damage is kind of lacking, and his single target the damage is kind of low. He has also low attack stats, so yeah, he's gonna go there. Mona is A tier, pretty good. The only thing is she lacks single target damage. She has an insanely high AoE hit count though, at 4, so she pairs really well with Jungman, and she has a double AoE as well. But yeah, the only problem is her single target damage is kind of shit, so on the multiplier phase she doesn't really do much. Narmer, A tier as well. Again, biggest problem, kind of lacking single target damage. He's a better Mona because his S1 actually hits it hits okay, and his AoE is pretty good. It hits pretty hard, but it's only a 1 hit count. So yeah, he kind of lacks on AoE multi hits and also single target damage, and he doesn't have a leader skill, whereas Mona has a 24%. If you really don't have a leader skill, then Mona can be your leader skill buffer. Next one is Raven. She is, I think she's A tier. She has 100% defense break on her S3, which means if the AI is working as I think it should, then she will only use the S3 during the summoning phase, so she can be a pretty reliable defense breaker. And she also has a S2 that does AoE damage, so yeah, I think she's pretty good. She might be better than Lin Xiao in this case with the double AoE, but Lin Xiao has a better single target. And she also has a 30% leader skill buff, attack leader skill buff, which is really good. Renzi, people use him last time as a front row unit. If you really don't have anything else, yeah, I guess you can work as a front row. Sally, no, I'm not gonna. I don't think it makes sense to run Sally. Sander is A tier, because the thing is, we already have a extremely powerful single target nuker, which is Chloe. And Sander, well, I'm using a Sander right now, but I think he is not really needed. He's a good single target nuker when you can run 5 DPS. Aside from that, he doesn't really do much. His leader skill is not really that used in Shadowfire, 25% speed lead. Attack is way better in order for you to ensure that you clear all of the fiery eyes. So yeah, he's gonna go A tier, solid single target nuker though. Tang Xuan, I'll put him at A tier. He has a AoE kind of defense break and an AoE S1, so just to make sure that you kill all of the fiery eyes. But the problem is he is type disadvantage, and he also has a 30% attack lead, really good. But he kind of lacks single target, and he's also, like I said, type disadvantage, so he's gonna miss on the boss. The fiery eyes is actually shimmer, so he's not gonna miss. He does pretty well at clearing the fiery eyes. Where am I? Unas. I'm not gonna rank him. I don't know if I don't think he works that well, because the thing is with Asenath, the reason why she works is because she has a heal. He is a pure AP pusher without any heal, so yeah, I don't think he works that well. Anki Chai, I've seen people use him, but the reason why I don't like using Anki Chai in Shadowfire, it becomes extremely volatile to your ranking score. You can go like EX to EX++. So he's gonna go at A, but he's pretty good at what he does though, which is reducing cooldown. You can even, I think you can get like a game breaking score with him. I think some people got like 15 million with an Anki Chai, so yeah, it's pretty crazy. Suhua, I'll put her at A tier. Solid attack buffer and a defense buffer, also invincibility. If you don't have like a Dahlia build, then maybe you want to run Suhua instead, but Dahlia is also free to play, so yeah, I'm gonna put her at A tier. Dahlia S+, the best attack buffer in the game. Attack buffer, AP pusher, crit rate buffer, and on a force and cooldown as well. Pretty good, extremely powerful in Shadowfire. She has type advantage, so she's not really gonna die. Yeah, amazing Esper. Clara, I'm gonna put her here. The reason why she's not here is because we already have an Asenath, and Asenath is a better version of Clara in Shadowfire. She has a bigger AP pusher, 25% versus 20%, and she also takes more turns than Clara. So yeah, that's why she's better than Clara. This guy, same with Sander, single target nuker. But I think Sander actually does more damage than him, so I'll put him here. He's a pretty good single target damage dealer. I'll put him in the same tier as Lewis. The twins, actually pretty good. I've made a video before with the twins in Shadowfire before the buff, and managed to get consistent EX plus with the twins, and I also managed to get EX plus plus on manual though. So yeah, it's kind of goofy. They're pretty good, but I don't know how they work after the buff. Maybe I can still get EX plus with them. So yeah, they're pretty good. They got solid AoE hit counts for Jiangman, and also Red Twin does a lot of AoE damage with his S2. And also the single target damage they do is insane. His S3 followed up with his S3, and then his S3 followed up with his S3. It does pretty good damage. Next is actually Ahmed is pretty good. Solid healer, cooldown reducer, and then he also buffs attack with the supporting song stacks. Hold on one second. What is this? Oh no speed. God damn it. Look at this pain, man. Okay, back to Ahmed. Really strong heal, best healer in the game. Supporting song, just boosting up your damage even more, and also reducing your cooldown. He's pretty good if you don't have an Asenath and an Asenath, because yeah, Asenath is a pretty solid healer in Shadowfire. You don't really need Ahmed if you have an Asenath. Alright, next. Zora S. I think I'll put her here. She's extremely good with the 40% attack lead in Ritual Miracles, and she has a pretty decent AoE damage. Excuse me. And a pretty decent single target damage. She helps with clearing the ads, because her S3 follows up with her AoE S1, and then she does her S2, it also follows up with the AoE S1. Pretty good. But I think the reason why she's not here is because her single target damage is lacking, so she's just gonna go in S tier. Alice, she is here. You can try to pair her up with Asenath without the Dahlia, but I think Dahlia is just better here because of the AP push, and also the 4-turn attack buffing, whereas Alice has a 5-turn, extremely long. And also she needs like an existing buff in order to give the attack boost, which sometimes it kind of doesn't work when one of your Espers, when your DPS Espers doesn't have a buff on them, so they're not going to get any attack buff. So she's going to go here, but her S1 is extremely powerful, especially during the multiplier phase. It can go crazy. So yeah, Jiang Julie is going to go here, maybe even here. The AI is extremely dumb. It will start off with S3. It will use the S3 even without the ads. The S3 and the S1 actually has the same multiplier, but I don't know, the AI is just extremely dumb, so it doesn't work at all. He won't use the S3 in the multiplier phase because it goes on to cooldown. Um, see, making sure I don't miss anyone. Guys, boom, S tier. S plus tier. It's just too powerful, man. Broken S3, I mean broken S2 that can act as a cleanup for the fiery eyes, and then also stupidly broken single target damage, and it also gives like your entire team a shield to help with survivability. He's just so fucking dumb, man. He's S plus tier. Like I said, AoE extremely broken. S1 AoE as well, just to make sure that you clear the ads. I think she is pretty good as well. She has a double AoE, and also she's an attack buffer, and the Bifrost stack is pretty good. It helps all of your units do a little bit more damage, and she has a double AoE. S3 AoE, S2 is also AoE, but the problem is she's type disadvantage, and her single target damage kind of lags. If you and she also has a 30% attack speed, attack lead. So yeah, she goes into A tier. Boom, Abigail, S plus. If you look at my team, she's the only Esper, the only support Esper that I have, and I'm consistently getting EX++, and that's because she is boosting everyone's lifesteal by 20%. So you can just run her as a sole support and run 5 DPS and just pretty easily get EX++, or at least EX+. Right now my team, last time I was using her on Ocean Waves, but now I've changed her to Windwalker, and it's pretty much 100% consistent that I get EX++. The only time that I don't get EX++ is when the AI decides to be extremely dumb and just troll me, like Chloe using her S2 instead of S3, and then sometimes Jiangman uses the S3 before the summoning phase, like that sort of stuff. So yeah, back to Abigail. She is extremely powerful in Shadowfire. Brewster, I think he is gonna go, I'm gonna put him, I think he's between S and A tier, because he is a pretty good AoE, single target nuker, but we already have a Chloe for that. Maybe he can replace your Chloe, because he has a powerful 40% ritual miracle attack lead. So if you don't have a Zora, you can maybe run him and remove your Chloe from the team. So yeah, I'm just gonna put him at S tier. He has a strong pursuit attack, and yeah, pretty strong single target nuker, especially for the multiplier phase. He doesn't really help for the fiery eyes, except for the leader skill buff. So yeah, that's about it. Yeah. Oh, this girl, she has a pretty good AoE and a pretty good single target, but that's about it. So this is the full tier list. Good luck with your farming for Everett. Hope you get him Rezo 6 as soon as possible if you're trying to do that. He's really good in RTA. So yeah, good luck. Ciao.